everyone, and welcome to the HRL MegaMix series week number 6 here on Hog Guerco. That's what I'm calling it. I don't care. So, of course, we have the multiple H5 like main series classic remakes in the schedule here for the MegaMix series for the Hogs, and starting off with Hog Guerco. So we'll roll through it pretty quickly, but if you recall Mount Guerco from Halo 5, a lot of this should be pretty familiar. And yeah, it should look very close. Some of the remakes may be a little bit different, may spice things up in some spots, but this Mount Guerco remake is pretty true to form. Like it's pretty much exactly what it was. So yeah, it should be pretty familiar. But rolling through the track here, of course, we go into our second of those chicanes under the bridge, and the aesthetic is obviously going to be quite a bit different. No snow canvas to work with here in H2A, so that's probably the main thing that'll maybe throw you off, maybe why you wouldn't recognize the track right away. Of course, this classic aggressive downhill that really gets people, definitely a thing here on this version as well. But yeah, there you go. So that was the quick run through for Mount Guerco. Now we're going to go through the lineup. So we did some heat races, and the heat races were pretty cracked, especially the second heat was, I almost considered recording it. Like the second heat was a crazy battle between Luke and Armada, and then Soul entered it as well, and it was like a three-way battle all the way to the checkered for the win. It was crazy. So pretty good heat races. Detail went for a crazy move at the end of his. It didn't work out, but that was pretty fun to watch. So really good heat race content that you're not going to see. So get fudged. But anyways, all right. So the winners of those heat races, and it's going to be right to left. Well, from the driver's perspective, this left side often, well, I guess on ovals, it's oftentimes the left side, but a lot of the times on road courses, with a lot of road courses being like clockwise, I think you're used to, that inside line being like the right side, that preferred line being like the right side on starts. But we decided to do rolling starts here on Hog Guerco. And as you can see, it's definitely like that left side, left right there, left over there. Well, left, right. But yeah, the left side's definitely the preferred lane. So that's that's the first heat, and then the second heat's on the other side. So again, Hunter and Luke, they won their heats, and then Slaunch and Armada, and then Roman and Soul. And then the white drivers are rough. I'm going to have to double check this. Okay, yes. And then Vulcan, and then Opix. And then we got Detail and Nightmare. Coop and Elite. And then Camby in the rear. So that's going to be your lineup. I think Camby may have skipped the heats, I want to say. That might be what happened with Camby. But anyways, 15 lap, 31 checkpoint races here going into Moto. What the hell? Going into Moto 1 here. But again, 15 laps, 31 on the checkpoint, and we're green. Hog Guerco for the start, and the start's going to be very important. It's going to get super tight on the bridge, and in this first downhill, most likely a lot of drivers already looking for some room. Going to try to make a move. Oh, and a little inside cheesing right there, and oh, that was Detail that got the worst of it. That's brutal. That's going to be a really tough start to his race. Really tough start for Elite as well. Gets spun around right there. Meanwhile, the driver that's going to be happy with their start is definitely Hunter. Hunter starting in that preferred line and getting out to an early lead. And it's Luke and Armada again after the heat race battle early on. Battling here for second and third. Slaunch lurking behind. I think that's Roman trying to get involved early on as well. Maybe Vulcan tailing them at the moment. There it is, Slaunch to the inside of Armada. Luke's going to complete the pass on Armada. That's going to open up the door for Slaunch. Slaunch is going to try to take advantage. Very close. Armada doing a good job keeping it clean. Both of them doing a good job keeping it clean. Slaunch will take the spot. Armada going to settle into fourth. Oh, no, but gets a rough break, and that is a difficult spot. It's a low-key, tricky spot because you're going up. It's almost like a mini jump into that last turn, and if you hit the brakes at the wrong time, what just happened to Armada can happen, and it's it can be pretty brutal. So you got to watch out for that. Soul trying to make a move here, I believe, on Vulcan. Some two-wheel action. Big runs. I think this is probably my favorite part of this version of the track with the Hogs. Well, actually, I like both. I like both of the downhill runs into the turns, like following them. I think those are both pretty fun, but specifically the first one, I think works really well in this hog version. Only thing is a little bit of the cheesing with the trees. There's a lot of tree cheesing. There's a lot of pylon cheesing. I am thinking, you know, well, it's a little late here, but like post race, I wonder if this track would have taken to like the new hog rumbles, like the double wall like hog rumbles nicely. If that would have been a nice solution for that, because yeah, a lot of the tree conks are a little excessive on this one, and you'll see that throughout the night. But a little late for that, but I don't know, an idea if we ever do this one again. This is Armada and Roman. Armada not giving up that line to Roman. Says, fuck you, Roman. Out the way. Roman does get out the way. Now he's got to watch out for Soul to his inside. Soul may take advantage of this. He is. Looks like Vulcan may even try to get involved there. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, Vulcan returning. I kind of, like, brushed over it, but it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had some Vulcan action, so he is back in the field. All right, so currently we're going to 3 laps in. Going to be 3 laps in this time around. And Hunter is still holding on to the lead. So it's Hunter first, Luke second, Slaunch third. What in the... Hold on, I gotta hold the phone. What just happened here? What just happened here? Alright, so we got Armada, Soul. Armada has a rough run. Roman, they're going around both sides. And Roman just sends it. He just doesn't let off at all. He just full sends it right into the wall. Wow, that was a move there out of Roman. I get the idea. I see what he was trying to do. It did not work out. That was pretty hilarious, though. Wow, yeah, that was great. Armada getting shoved wide. He's loose. Got to hold on to that. Hunter's under pressure for the lead. And just plenty of position battles going on in the mid-pack. Trying to keep it clean. Oh, that was pretty nice right there. I think that was detail. And I want to say, was it Vulcan still? I think Vulcan around Uncle Blake. No! Some pylon contact. Yeah, the mid-pack is absolute cheese. Oh, we gotta watch this. The lead battle is getting pretty tight. And will Hunter be able to hold off? He's gonna protect the inside, but that opens up a major dive from Slaunch to Luke's inside, and this might be what Hunter wants to see behind him. If they start battling each other, that's definitely what Hunter would want. Luke does take the position back pretty quickly. And they're really close into the downhill. And that's an opening, almost like a 3 wide for a moment. Oh, Slaunch got to hold on to that. Luke's trying to set it up. Hunter's trying to hold on to it. Slaunch is trying to look for an opportunity. And not finding a great one yet, but he's looking for it. They go. Hunter protecting the insides nicely. And still holding on to it. All right. Let's see. Hunter getting a bit of a gap there. Looking very solidly out in the lead. And I'm gonna pause it for a sec. I think I'm getting, on my end, I'm getting some cheese. I'm gonna pause it for a second and reset the game cap because this is getting a little cheese. We'll resume with the Moto in a moment. All right, resuming with the race here at Guerco. Had a little tech difficulty action. Was getting some game cap delay. Wasn't loving it. I don't know. Didn't look proper to me. So rolled it back a little bit. And going forward with the race. So you do see the, I'm going to mention this now, you do see the pit road on the side. Decided to go with the no pits on this one because we already did some other GP racing this season. Decided to keep it, you know, like uniform across the season. So no pits on this one. What the fuck was that? Complete. What was that? Oh, was it you? No? Oh!
Lap complete.
That was Uncle Blake. That was Uncle Blake, 100%. Wow. Yep, that's what I remember. That's what I remember. Oh, here we go. I think that was, oh my god, we're missing all the action, dude. While Uncle Blake's cheesing was going down, Hunter goes a little loose, a little wide, and has a slow time regaining. And Luke's going to make the move, and Slaunch is going to try to take advantage as well. Oh my goodness. Wow, Slaunch was not ready to give up that space. Makes it happen. And Hunter's going to lose 2 spots in a very quick time span right there. So Luke's going to move up to the lead. Slaunch is going to move up to second. Hunter's going to go back to third. And then, who do we got? So yeah, it should be Roman in fourth, right? Yes, Roman in fourth. Yep. Soul fifth. Vulcan. Yep, Vulcan detail. Armada. This could be a move here. I'm going to watch this. Oh, there. Wow. Good awareness. Oh, that. Well, okay. It is going to happen. Detail's going to make the move there, and Vulcan cheeses it a little bit on the downhill. I had some good game sense on that one. And then, yeah, Armada Elite, Camby, Opix. And then, yeah, I think Uncle Blake calls it a night over there. That's what happened there. So, about halfway through, and the new battle that's on, that seems to be on, is Hunter and Roman for podium spot. Let's see if Roman can make something happen here. Nothing much yet, but just trailing behind. It is pretty close still for the lead. Oh! Lead and third place. A little bit of a crossover action. That might be it. Here he goes. Roman's going to have to send it. But this is the tough part about it, is you get this run here, but what can you do with it? That is the thing with this version of the track. In H5 with the Gooses, it was a little bit easier to, like, fully complete a pass right there. Oh, okay. Hunter just getting him in the wall. I don't know what that was about. Roman going to try to regain, and he tries to hit the resend on it. Denied on that one. Settle it back out. The lead battle's pretty close at the moment. Slaunch trying to find any type of move that he can make here. And it is possible to make these moves on this track, but it's very, very difficult. They have to be pretty calculated, and you have to... I honestly think part of it is, like, predicting when a mistake's going to happen. Oh, Slaunch tries to peek in there. Not quite going to happen. He's keeping it close, and the battle for the lead is definitely still on. So Hunter's gotten a bit of a gap now for third. Roman's still there, and then Soul, Detail, Vulcan all in a bit of a group. That group seems like it's about to get pretty spicy. Okay, hold on to it, Camby. Nice job. Almost absolutely bending it there. That would have been brutal. All right, so we got lead battle still pretty... What did I just miss? Hold.
Lap complete.
All right, so... right there. Hunter makes a bit of a contact on the rock. He does a great job on the brakes to save it and keep it on 4. Oh, but that pullout gets Soul brutally. Wow. That is unfortunate for Soul. Tough break for him on that one. And now this pack is super on. All these drivers looking for this position. Or any spots they can make up here, because again, it's really... This is definitely one of the... It might be the hardest track to pass on that we've raced so far, honestly. It's up there. Let's see if anything can happen in the downhill. Oh, no! The tree action.
Lap complete.
And that's going to bite Detail. He's going to lose the spot now to Vulcan. All this cheese in the mid-pack is just absolutely brutal right now. How many tree and rock forces have we seen so far? We got to be going on a record at this point. Lead battle update. It's gapped out a bit now, probably like 4 hog lengths or so, but not settled yet. Wouldn't say the race is quite over. Roman's got a bit of work to do, but he's gotten around Hunter and he's gotten a decent gap on him, so I'm sure he's pretty happy about that. Then it's Vulcan, Detail, Soul, Armada, Elite. Was it Coop, Opex, Camby? I believe we had there. As we're going to go into, oh, yeah, 5 to go. So 5 laps to go.
Lap complete.
As you can see, it is pretty close. This pack's getting pretty sweet, too. Went over the bridge, one of my favorite spots on the H5 version of the track. Can do a lot more. Roman could obviously do a lot more with that one aesthetically. Still, I think the look of this one is pretty sweet for what you can do on H2A. I think we might have a battle brewing here soon. Soul is probably going to want to be keen to get these spots back that he had a chance to get there when Hunter wrecked. Details got a bit of a run. Vulcan is trying to hold on to it. Hunter's trying to regain. He's had a lot of brutal collisions this race and lost a lot of spots trying to hold on to what he can. So a lot going on here. Vulcan just absolutely sends it. What was that? Wow, great heads-up recovery for Detail on that one, but that's going to open up the door on for Soul, and Soul's going to get the spot. Vulcan getting a little too excited on that one, and it could have been way worse, to be fair. It could have been way worse. Good thing the trees weren't placed like too aggressively on the downhill. But yeah, good thing on the drivers for saving that one, because that was almost really bad. Going towards, we're going to be at 3 to go this time by. Yeah, pretty even gap, I would say, between like first, second, third. Now, well, it might get a little closer. Slaunch with a big send. Didn't quite work out there. Roman might have gotten a bit of time there. So Roman now trying to approach and try to play a role in that third place battle with 3 to go. Vulcan trying to get it back from Detail. Soul trying to get up to Hunter. I don't think this mid-pack cheesing is over. I don't think it's over by any means. And with some late race mistakes, the top 3 could really shake up at any moment if another one of those happens. Because they're all like close enough to where they can't quite like make a pass on each other, but if like anything happens, like any slight mistake, it'll probably put the fight back on. And even that, yeah, even that backpack above us, oh, that's a pretty sick shot there. Are not too shabby, pretty close. A little sketch on the exit there, and yeah, I think Soul's going to gain quite a bit of time off that. Yep, Soul is definitely in that position now, but can he find an opening? No, not quite. Not yet, anyways. Oh yeah, that backpack's still going at it. They're really close. Gotta keep hitting this shot so we can get it all. Oh yeah, look at that. That is really convenient how that worked out. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, so just making one more quick check. But yeah, we're going to it. The white flag this time by. And yeah, it's pretty evenly gapped between them now. It's going to have to be a big mistake for anything to happen in the top 3. I don't think it's over for this mid-pack, though. Oh my god, huge run from Soul. He backs out of it, though, a little bit. And here we go, onto the white flag. We're going to try to catch as much of it as we can because there are a few battles still going down on track at this point. It's looking like the top 3 looks pretty settled. It's getting bottlenecked back there, though. They're not done yet. Oh my god. Somebody's going to go for a late send, aren't they? Here we go, coming to the line. And it's going to be Luke's launch Roman. What? Who just went rogue? Hunter's Soul Detail. I think Vulcan went for something. I believe it was Elite and Armada there. I had to cheese the results. I had to get all hands on deck, so I didn't get any lag cheese. Looks like Opix can be Coop. And then, of course, Blake cheesing out, so of course he'll be in the last place spot. So that's going to round it out. Okay, so there you go. There you have it for Moto 1. One more time for the top 5. Going to be Luke, Slaunch, Roman, Hunter, Soul. We're going to go through the whole field detail. Vulcan, Elite, Armada, Opix, Camby, Coop, and then Blake in the last place spot. So there you have it for Moto 1. Pretty cheesy at the start. I was waiting for something to happen. I feel like if there was like another 5 laps, I mean, potentially the front pack and the mid pack could have gotten pretty spicy with another few laps on top of it. But yeah, they were really close. They were really close. It seemed like a ticking time bomb, but nothing really went off at the end. But Moto 2 for this one, as you could probably expect from seeing how Moto 1 race, is going to be an absolute doozy. So yeah, that one will be an interesting one to watch. So definitely don't miss out on that one coming up.